Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, May 7th, 2015, and the U.S. stock market is closed. It was kind of a mixed bag today. I mean, we had a better day than I thought we were going to have yesterday, but I still have some reservations about what happened. I called the Dow down yesterday. It did not go down. Dow actually ended up closing up 82 points. You can see here what happened. It had a pretty strong rally all day long. Was up over 100 points. But then what I don't like is this hook at the end. And I was amazed that we got in to as many trades as we did, and we did as well as we did. We got into 15 trades, 8 of them were positive, 7 were negative, but we're carrying positive nearly $12,000 positive going into tomorrow. But here's the rub. We had, with only an hour to go, we had positive 19,000, so we saw 19,000 wither away to just below 12,000 in the last hour, and we see this hook here. I don't like this, and quite honestly, I'm sorry, I got to call the Dow down tomorrow. It just doesn't look to me like a very strong market, and I am worried about these positions, even though we're holding nearly $12,000 positive in them. We'll just have to see on that. The other thing that was disappointing today was we had about $3,000 negative on open trade yesterday on the close, and again in these horrible first 45 minutes we saw that negativity double, so we ended up closing out negative 6,000. So somehow, at one point today, I thought, hey, this is almost a turnaround day. When I'm looking at 19,000 in open trade equity, I'm thinking turnaround day. But now, when I'm looking at the final statistics, we closed out negative 6. We're carrying just below positive 12, and that's kind of a fade away from what we had only 50 minutes earlier. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope we do okay tomorrow, but I am a little bit uncomfortable. Let me show you one example of being uncomfortable, and then I'll show you the good trades. But this is a GURE. It's a new market, Gulf Resources, and we bought this morning, and it just screamed. And when we're up here, we're up $4,000 plus in Gulf Resources, and then the darn thing fails, and we're down nearly negative $4,000 in Gulf Resources on the close. So we got a swing here of $8,000, and I guess what's tough is, look at this pattern. Yeah, we've seen that before, haven't we? We've been seeing way too much of that. And it's just kind of like the stock can't hold on to its value. And we got a couple of them that we're holding tomorrow, and God help us if it can't hold on to its value. Let's take a look at a couple of those. This first one is SunEdison. I mean, beautiful. Gap up here and then a follow through on the gap. We haven't seen follow throughs on the gap, but it did here in SunEdison. We got in, it kept going, and we have about $3,000 positive open trade equity there in SunEdison. So just as we're looking at it right now, that looks like a real good trade. And I'll show you the real beauty. We haven't seen one like this in a long time. Unfortunately, that is not what I wanted to show you. But we got it today, and this was just beautiful, beautiful trade. This is Yelp, and we got a buy here. And if you're looking at the chart, you think, oh, how did we get a buy here? But this actually a fairly good pop-up here from this action over here. So we got into this, and then after we get into this, we have this just explosion in price here. And there was some kind of acquisition news that came out on Yelp. So this is news driven, but we got in before the news. I mean, so, you know, we have no trouble with slippage here, and then this thing just explodes. And we're holding nearly $12,000 in open trade equity in Yelp. And, you know, we've been having trouble with Yelp before this, of having these big moves and then not being able to hold them. So I just gotta pray that Yelp's going to be able to hold this up here tomorrow, at least long enough that we can get out of it and take those huge profits. We haven't had a $12,000 trade in a while, so that looks real good. And basically it was this one stock that's really carrying the ball for us today. And unfortunately we have some other things happen in the market that aren't quite as positive as this. So I'm trying to keep a positive outlook here, and hope that, you know, maybe we're done with this really terrible stuff. But as I told you, you know, we've seen some things that happened today that kind of look like some of the things been happening to us quite recently. Let's just hope it's a turnaround. Anyway, that's the way it went on Thursday. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Friday.